A hedge can make a fantastic difference to your garden, and no matter what you want to achieve, there's a plant that can do it for you. And the best place to start is at your local garden centre, like the one here at Norwood. Not only do they have great ideas, but terrific examples of what plants will do very well here in South Australia.
Whether you want to screen, edge, add texture, colour or perfume to your patch of ground, a living hedge is the answer. They also offer delineation, dimension, interest and structure.
I know, I can hear you all saying, where do I start? What plants do I choose? There are just so many. Well, I've picked 4 that I reckon you'll have great success with. First of all, the diosma, and that has proven itself here in South Australia during the drought and hot weather. It's a beautiful little plant. You can prune it as often as you like, or if you let it go, it'll come into flower, either very pale pink right up to a dark pink and even a white. Plumbago is another toughie. This is Royal Cape, it's the darker blue one, and it's great to let it ramble over fence lines or any ugly part of your garden. You can clip it any time of the year. The moment you stop clipping it, it comes into flower. Now, if you want a taller growing evergreen with a sensational white perfume flower, you can't go past the Morea. You can clip it into any shape. You can have it as a very tall hedge. It's a must for most South Australian gardens. And finally, I've kept the best for last. It's had bad press over the years, but boy, what a tough plant for our South Australian conditions. The oleander, and there's so many new cultivars to choose from. Have a look at it. Don't be frightened of it. It's an absolute winner for our gardens. Pop into your garden centre and have a look at the range of oleander. Give them another chance.
Laurustinus, or Viburnum tinus, is a hardy plant just perfect for creating a hedge in either a sunny or partly shaded area. The other good news is that they are long-lived, 60 years plus. A general rule is to plant your hedge plants 1 to 2 bricks apart roughly to keep the root system separate. Within 18 months, with regular care, your Laurustinus will grow from this to this. Now, that's what I call a plant for all seasons. The bush Christmas lily-pilly stands its ground as well in the hedging stakes. It adds height, is quick growing and resists disease. Again, with a regular haircut and feed, it will reward you well. It's a good idea also to drive around your local area and see what's working well for others. Popular choices are Pittosporum and the appealing Duranta. It's a hardy plant that has breezed through the drought times. However, it could require pruning 3 or 4 times a year.
You know, so many times when people buy a beautiful house and garden like this one behind me, the first thing they do is pull all the plants out, like this Cotoneaster. Now, this plant is bulletproof. All it needs is a haircut, and it can be as harsh as you like, a little bit of TLC, and up it comes again, and it will be here for another 100 years.
Yes, maintenance is a necessity when it comes to hedges, but thanks to modern technology, the task of keeping them tidy has never been easier. And in South Australia, this is the granddaddy of all hedges. There's around 1 kilometre of hedge face to trim here at Carrig Hill. And until it was savagely cut back in the 80s, this hedge was even higher than it is today. For decades, this venerable green mass was trimmed with trusty head shears. It was a labour of passion and pride, straight edges, tapered sides, and clipped with love twice a year.
We tend to forget that most hedges are made up of individual plants, so they need care and attention in their early stages, unlike this one that I'm sure looks after itself now. And they're a little bit like lawns too. The more you care for them and nurture them, the least amount of problems you're going to have with your hedge down the track.